What's up guys? Going to give you a breakdown of the kettlebell armbar exercise. This is a phenomenal exercise for training the scapular stability up here. So what happens is when we perform loaded exercises like rows, presses and things like that, sometimes we begin that exercise with the shoulder protracted. That's when we have the shoulder blade round at the front of the rib cage, and we want it packed in and engaged here. So we want to retract and depress the scapula, lock it in position, and then perform our movement. With this exercise, what's happening is the arm is remaining still and the rib cage is moving. So what it's doing is it's training and improving that stability that you have at keeping that shoulder blade locked in position while your rib cage moves. So it's a phenomenal exercise for building that strength. It doesn't involve you using maybe the elbow joint and stuff like that. So it's quite complicated, but we'll talk you through the perfect setup. So I'm going to use a kettlebell today. And when I lie on the mat, I'm going to reach in underhand, place my palm into the kettlebell. I'll use both hands to lift the kettlebell, and I'm on the floor. I raise it into the air, tight grip, and I want to keep a neutral wrist. So think about fist pointed straight at the ceiling. From here, I want to really lock that shoulder blade into place. So I'll pin the shoulder blades down, lock the scapula into place, okay? On the same side as the weight, I'm going to put this foot just a little bit outside my butt, while the other leg is long. And then the last part of the movement is I'm going to work on this arm here. I'm going to bring it either out to the side, or what I prefer is a little bit further back here. What I do now is I perform my movement by lifting my body onto the side, but all the time I want to keep the weight directly above this shoulder and stable. So what I'll do is I'll push with this foot here into the floor, and that'll get me on my side. My rib cage is turned fully sideways. I can feel that weight now is a little unsteady, so my shoulder is having to work hard to maintain stability. And the foot that's at the back is going to step across the front and pause here. I like to get people to hold for an isometric hold 5 seconds, and then when we reverse, we try not to use momentum. We slowly return that foot to where we came from and get your back to the floor and keep the weight steady. And then we repeat. Onto your side, step across, hold, count to 5, step back. And a little progression we can use. There's a couple of variations I like to use here. If you're very mobile, what I would like to do to get people to do is maybe lengthen this leg a little bit more and rotate the hips a little more towards the floor, and find a position where we can really work our stability here. And then again, we'll slowly return to the start position. When you finish, we don't drop the kettlebell. We gently bring it back down, ease it into the floor. So great for improving that structure, that stability around that shoulder joint. If you do suffer from issues with your shoulders, improving the robustness, the durability, the stability in that area can be a phenomenal game changer for you. So give it a go.